My sister was 18 and she had come into her own problem. Like the question you asked about like her intermingling with my friend group, so that happened as she got aged. You know, she ended up dating a guy that I had kind of like was in our circle, and he was a real problem guy. You know, he ended up going to Florida. He was like one of the first people to capitalize off of like the pill mills down in Florida. So he was getting all the oxys and he was shipping them up here. And like he had tons of money and she liked this guy a lot. So she would go down to Florida and she was with him down there. They were fighting, she came back. She was living with my father. I'd been living with friends. She was in kind of a recovery. My sister was kind of like, I was doing good. She was kind of in a recovery situation. And then she decided to go back down there. So she stole my father's credit card, ordered plane tickets, went down. They were fighting, like, because she had been talking to some other dude down there. He was like a wakeboarder. Like, that was like a cool sport they did down there. He must have been jealous. They were fighting over that from what I've heard. Because, like, I had friends that were living down there, too, and they've told me various stories about what happened. The story goes is he gave her a whole handful of pills. God only knows what it was. According to what someone told me, a friend of mine is like, you know, like, well, like, this is what you really want. Like, why don't you fucking take this and get the fuck out of here? Maybe I hope you die or whatever. So she went out that night. She was 18. I was 20 at the time. She ate the pills and went out drinking and partying with one of her girlfriends, from what I hear. And then she like somehow made her way back to her girlfriend's house. She laid down on the couch and she just never woke up. She overdosed.
Wow.
And like what makes it worse was it was like during the winter time and I was on a fishing boat with some asshole captain that tried to hook up with my girlfriend after the fact. Well, before the fact, but then after the fact. He was a scumbag. And like it was a hard boat and I had like pneumonia, man. So the Coast Guard calls the boat, right? To tell them like, hey, like, is Marshall on this boat, Marshall Lane, because one of his family members died.
Wow.